it is. I would tell anybody that's going to fight a bear, I'm not going to see you again. You can't beat the bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to say those kind of conversations because I'm a bear. Because I told you what my job is with God's people. So it doesn't matter if it's like, I knew Kendrick Lamar when he wanted to go by his real name. He wanted to be Kendrick Duckworth. And he had a book bag full of notepads that he would carry around. And he loved me because I also had the notebooks as well with my stuff in them as well. And we were Kendrick spirits. This is when Nipsey is still selling mixtapes right outside of the little studio we at. You see what I'm saying? I'm in a blue drop top Phantom Den. Like, I'm a part of the culture, good or bad. Like, there's no claims for me to get. I don't need props for my involvement. But if there are stories, all of them will be of me assisting in some way and offering some service. I'm never holding balls. I'm never dick eating. I'm never glazing. I don't need to yes man you. I'm trying to help in all interactions. So
PTO, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, he received a standing ovation and an encore chant earlier this month in T-Dot in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? On his GNX tour date. His 2024 run is going to be remembered by a lot of people as, you know what I'm saying, like the summer that he absolutely destroyed Drake. You know what I'm saying? And
talked about a lot of the stuff he was talking about that goes on in the industry.
Exposing a lot of what's going on in the industry.
Well, he's been one of the top 3 greatest rappers from his very first project, which is almost unheard of. So I'm saying.
Was that a Section 8?
Yeah. Like,
they Kendrick spirits, man.
Yeah. This is in Drake land.
Shout out Katt.
Getting the one more time to sing about how I'm on my hometown is crazy, bro.
Katt Williams has shown us time and time again. You think about where that situation has evolved to. This is from a couple weeks ago. Katt Williams predicted this situation, right? He said that all would be exposed in that famous Club Shay Shay interview. And sure enough, it's all come out. And there's no putting stuff back in Pandora's box, right? So Drake now has to deal with Universal. And recently, last week, Lucian Grange was forced to testify and talked about owning a majority of Drake's catalog. Why Drake was going after Kendrick's contract was because he wanted to maybe compare and contrast where he was stuck in something that some people would call an alleged 360 deal, where Drake is being controlled.
That's crazy. But I feel like a lot of folks that are fans of Kendrick are fans of yours, right? Like, you guys occupy a lot of the same space within culture. And
that's why I said I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. Like, I'm on the righteous side, and if I make a mistake, work with me. But other than that, you have no reason to be, because we all are. Just understand what Kendrick has to be to even be doing the show there. We're not talking about Drake doing his show in LA. We are not talking about him in the Bay. We're not talking about that. But we are talking about Kendrick going there and doing the body of work. That's what it means to stand on them 10. That means standing on that business. I said what I said over here, and I'll be saying it over there as well. And that's what's so critical about me trying to make sure that I say it as viciously as I mean to say it as accurately as I can say it, because I'm gonna still have to be saying, you see what I'm saying? This is part of keeping that energy. And so you got to respect it.
So just on the
You know, Drake has lost all sense of competitiveness in this last round of trying to sue everybody who beat him in a rap battle, trying to sue everybody who he thinks coordinated to beat him in a rap battle. He thinks there's no possible way that Kendrick could have got that many listens. when you had people's grandmothers singing Not Like Us. It was at the Super Bowl. He performed it on several occasions that just made you know that this song was real. This was going to a whole nother level. And so Drake and his fans a lot of times still want to hang on to the fact that he was called a PDF file, right? But what's coming out is that Drake actually called another rapper named Aristo years prior the exact same things. Talked about him talking to 17-year-old girls, right? So then Drake comes back and says in a battle rap that this is somehow off limits, this is somehow offhand. But Kendrick told you several times to not talk about his family. And what did you do? You did the most dishonorable thing, I think, in this battle, is that you now ask for the paternity of his child that you rapped about. You know, saying that he was actually a DNA match for Dave Free, Kendrick's right-hand man. You know, so it's very odd how it's rules for thee and not for me. You know, you could tell Drake went into this battle thinking there was no way that Kendrick was going to beat him as handily as he did. But like I said, once again, Katt Williams has a connection with him. Katt Williams felt Kendrick on the same level that a lot of us felt Kendrick, that Kendrick was coming up and there's no stopping him. Who knew that at this point he would be thrust into the spotlight in the way he was by beating the one who was on top of it all? You know, I think even Kendrick is probably a little shocked by that, but he knew it was something that he could do, right? So that just puts us in an interesting place. And Katt Williams seems very clearly in Kendrick Lamar's camp.
The opposite side of that, right? Yeah. Some people can see that. Some people can see the way Kendrick approached the Drake beef as I'm not agreeing with this, but tapping into your inner hater. Like tapping into being like, yo, you know, and in Euphoria, like Kendrick said, you know,
those are people that
I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress. Like,
no, that's not really.
That's not hate though.
Yeah, but he was very specific, so that you understand that this not hatred.
Right.
It's a double entendre he's giving you. He's saying I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Oh,
that's all.
Say that again. Say that again, because that's what I'm seeing a lot of. I'm seeing a lot of bitch ass niggas out here that are still mad about this thing. Like this is how you don't take a loss. You know what I mean? Like you have to be able to be gracious in defeat.
I hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. That's all. So
wow.
I'm saying I'm in the position where I'm a fan of both artists, right? So I don't pretend like I wasn't with Drake before it happened.
Yeah. Right.
But I don't give a who it is. I would tell anybody that's gonna fight a bear, I'm not gonna see you again. You can't beat the bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to say those kind of conversations because I'm a bear. You see? So yeah, Kendrick is not who you wanted to tussle with. It didn't matter who you were. We just felt like because it was Drake that he would get that exemption. But not only is he going to not get the exemption, he going to be brought under more scrutiny. And when K-Dot pulled his cover and say that you just used the culture when you needed it, nobody going to pop up and disregard that and say differently. And the people that's quiet while you getting beat to death out there, the Carter 6 going to be trash too.
Oh, I think that was a prediction. This came out before the Carter 6 dropped. Let me just say, Carter 6 was a disappointment from what I can see, from my vantage point, you know. Maybe I'll give it another listen, but whew, man, Katt be getting on these podcasts and just predicting the future, man. This is crazy.
So thank God I'm putting my album out. As above, so below. It'll be coming, folks. Check it out. But anywho, my point is, like, in warfare, there are casualties on both sides. That's why you need a peace God. Because in war, don't nobody win. Everybody takes heavy losses in all of these situations, you know? So
the fuck we're
shout
gonna
out
fuck
to
out of here
Kendrick.
are Kendrick Lamar and Katt Williams kindred spirits?
I would hope so. I'm saying that's why he's saying make Katt Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. Like, understand, I ain't nobody, but I got a rank on our side though. They like the ops know and the people on this side know. Who else needs to know? Like if you see people saluting me, just understand there's probably a reason, and it's not so I can look good, or you know what I'm saying? Any of these generosity stories, these stories ain't coming from me. I don't remember how many people I'm helping. Like, my job is to do as much as I can with what I've been given.
There it is. Word from the man himself. And Katt Williams is now opening a studio. Speaking of his generosity, he's actually looking back. He's going to create some opportunities here. You know, it's the smartest thing he could do. The fact that Tyler Perry's the only one that's kind of figured this out is kind of ridiculous, because Tyler Perry was kind of the underdog in that regard. You know, somebody like Katt Williams, who has a lot of momentum, who can sell out stadiums and like tour all over the country. Like, it makes sense that he would start a studio. You know, I'm surprised, and I hope, I know now 50 Cent is doing it, but I hope that more people that are in the business that are successful actually take the chance to build these businesses, you know, because places need it. You know what I mean? The places need this type of content. We need a place to make our content, you know what I mean, where we have more control over things. Think of it like the early days of Hollywood, when everybody was going off and making their little studios, and they became Warner Brothers, and they became Paramount, and they became all the companies that we know today that are on top. We're just in a different phase of that right now. But man, yeah, Katt is always spitting some wisdom. This is Carmelo Anthony's podcast. Shout out to Carmelo, and Kid Mero is the co-host. You know, they're blessed to get this, man. They're blessed to get this. We haven't seen one of these post Shannon Sharp interviews go to the heights that it has. And I wonder if that's because of the controversial nature of it. You know, like, this one went to 1.6 million views, but the Club Shay Shay interview was like an anomaly. It was Shannon Sharp, but it was also Katt Williams and all the people that had come before him on the show that had spoken negatively about him. That's what he said. You don't want to be on his bad side. You know what I mean? He's a bear, you know? So I would say steer clear of Katt Williams if at all possible. Some comedians are already out there trying to get some type of thing going with Katt Williams for whatever reason. They just won't let it go. But I think Katt Williams has solidified itself enough that you can let that go. You can let that go, you know? But anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Fawcett Media.